Kilo Charlie 1 Golf Golf Alpha.
Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Name here is Tony. We're in the state of Vermont, also running a 7300.
Ah, roger that, roger that. What kind of power are you running right now, sir?
Looks to be around 800-900 watts.
Okay, so maybe we've got a moment to talk. I try to find out how much power you guys running to figure out whether we got seconds or minutes, Roger.
Oh, I understand completely. Yes, currently it's right around 900 watts, I believe, here out of my ALADB QSO.
Oh, roger that. Okay, let's see. What I would suggest would be your dynamic range is rather broad now, kind of unprocessed. I would suggest if you would be interested in fattening up a little bit, we would go to the compressor, put the compressor in line and run it at about a 3, just a token amount, a 3. That would be the starting of the fattening process.
Okay, currently the compressor's at 4 and the mic gain's at 80. I'm running a PR781 AWHILE. I could go into the treble and bass settings at that now.
Roger. Well, a 4 is probably close enough. Close enough. You want to look at your ALC and make sure you're running between mid-scale and 2/3. Roger.
Yep, QSO. That's currently about where we're at. On the higher end, essentially. Do you think I need a little more drive? Is that what you're suggesting, sir?
Well, I'm just trying to get you as fat as possible within good taste, Roger.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I can definitely do a little bit more with the compressor. Hang on 1 second.
Well, we don't want to get crazy. You know, usually if you're running the 7300.
Yes, 7300. Around 800 to 900 watts. Mic gain at 80. Compressor now is at 4.
Alrighty. Are you wide band as possible? 1 to 2900.
Yes, we're wide band, and I've got it. Let me just double check here. I have it 100 to 2900.
Okay, and you know there's, I don't know why ICOM did it, but there's 3 different places where you can modify your bandwidth. Instead of just one place, there's 3 different places, so you're sure that all of the other places are supporting the 100 to 2900?
I'm not 100% sure here on 7300.
Roger. One is in the compressor. So in the compressor, you want to be sure that that one is in the 100 to 2900 mode.
Okay, I'll have to figure out where that is. I'm not 100% sure of that.
Roger that. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if they just had one little thing that said, hey, you're in the 100 to 2900 mode.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to this radio a little bit more. You know, there's menu after menu after menu, so I'm not 100% familiar with it yet, but starting to get the hang of it, but I've obviously got some ways to go.
Roger, now you're using which mic?
This is a PR781 mic.
All right, gosh, could you crank in a little EQ on that?
I can. Let's see. Do I need more bottom end or top end?
I would go top end, about 2 clicks hotter on the top end. Treble, if you will, with the ICOM terminology.
Okay, that's, hang on 1 second. All right, that's maxed out right there on +5 on the treble.
No, you don't want 5. You want it, I was saying 2. If you just went back off 3, so you're at what?
I was at +3, so I went up 2, which is 5.
Oh, I got you. Okay, tell me about your antenna.
I'm just running an off-center fed dipole here, up about 50 feet.
Roger that. And what's the best thing you like about your radio?
I guess I just like the options, the many options that it has. The receive is really good. I'm still trying to work out the transmit portion of it. I've tried several different microphones, but I just like the touch screen. I like the noise rejection. It's pretty good. Overall, it's kind of a newer, it definitely is a newer radio for me. I'm used to older style radios, but the newer one is just a little bit different for me to get a handle on as far as the menus. But other than that, I think it's a great radio. It works really well. I have mostly good comments or good things to say about it. I don't think the final judgment is in yet, so still trying to figure out what its strong points and what the weaker points are of this radio.
Roger, Roger. Consistency of audio sometimes is really important. A compressor can only do a certain amount of keeping everything at the same level, So sometimes when we speak, we have to try to be as linear as we can when we speak, without having major excursions volume-wise up or down, So what I do and what I've got to look at is the output of my receiver audio is running a VU meter, and so I'm looking at this VU meter as I'm speaking, and I've got 50 years of looking at VU meters, so I'm looking at it as I'm speaking and as you're speaking. I can see both sides of the conversation on my VU meter, so I just point that out as the compressor can only do within a certain range, so the more uniform you can be on your audio level, probably the fatter you'll be also, Roger.
Yes, I understand completely. Yes, it's funny you say that because my son, musician, plays in the band, and he sings as well. I've been trying to get that across to him for years, so yeah, I know.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, and we're getting some band reversals, so let me let you go. If you get a chance, check in next week and we'll compare notes. I would like to get you just a little bit fatter, but maybe that's something that we can work on next Friday if you get a chance, Roger.
Yeah, very good. I'll look into that myself and do a little monitoring and see what I can do to try to get a little bit more of that. I really appreciate your comments and taking the time to work with me. I really do appreciate it. I believe it was Jim, KC9VKV, Kilo Charlie 1, Golf Alpha.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, it's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and it is Jim. And threes to you, sir. Have a good afternoon, a good weekend. And this is KC9VKV. We are even closer now. Absolutely closer to becoming a pumpkin. We have about 3 minutes. If somebody wants to get an air check in, have at it. This is KC9VKV.